Hi, this is William. Welcome to FlySpoke, and today I want to show you a fly of my creation called the Silver Bullet. A lot of people may say, oh, that's a Spey Fly, and really it's not a Spey Fly. I like to call these North American collar flies because Spey Flies are very, very specific. An exactness to materials, colorations, hook style, a whole lot about them, and these flies really don't have that. Here's Matapedia Rose, done as a North American collar style fly. Here's one that I call the Blue Jones, same kind of collar style. And where I got this from, the Jones Special, which was created by Marc LeBlanc, who is from Quebec, and a wonderful fly tyer. You should look up his work. It's really a wonderful thing to see. So I'm starting this particular fly using a Gamakatsu hook. It's a T10 6H and a size 4. I like this hook because the color is black nickel. I'm using 12/0 thread, and the first thing I'm going to tie in is I'm tying in a tail, and I'm using some Amherst feather. Don't make the tail too long. And just cover. The second thing is I'm going to take some ostrich herl, black, and I just want to tie in right at the very back. I want to just tie this, and I'm going to spin this on. Common thing to do in Atlantic salmon flies. And cover that up. Trim. Okay, the next thing I'm going to tie in is I am going to take some silver twist, and I want it to be the very finest silver twist that's available. Very thin indeed. And I put that there. And then the next thing is I'm taking some half-round vinyl. Since it's a half round, I want to make sure that when I'm putting it on, I'm starting it off with the half round touching the hook, and I'm going to put this in so that it lays on the side of the hook towards me, because the return eye of the hook is on this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that right up, and I'm going to trim it right at the end of the return eye, and that fills that in and makes the body very uniform in thickness. And you can see now the body has a very uniform, the underbody actually has a very uniform size to it. And then I'm going to take my rib, and I'm going to make sure that when I'm wrapping this on, the flat side is facing down. And what I want to do is I want to lay these right next to each other. And I need to leave room now because I'm going to be putting the collars on. And I'll trim, cover, and now when I take my rib lays right in, or the valleys, right in the valleys that are formed by that half round rib. I'm going to take a blue-eared pheasant, black blue-eared pheasant, black color blue-eared pheasant feather. And what I want to do with this is I'm going to lay this in, stem first. I'll secure that in, trim, and I'm going to, when I put this on, I'm going to just fold it back and start to spin. When I get over, just fold it back and spin. And it's easy to fold it, to push it back when you're spinning it. Now, here's how you make that lay nicely for you. You take it and you hold it in 2 fingers like this, and then you pinch and you push forward on it. You actually, I'm not bending it, but I'm sort of just giving it a little push. And if you try that a few times, you can get any feather to shape inward by just giving it a little push like that. Next item going in is I'm going back to that Amherst feather I had. I only want to make a very few turns with this, maybe 2 turns around the hook. I've trimmed one side off. The forward leaning side I've taken off. And I'm just going to take this, pull it to separate it as it goes around. And the last operation for this fly is to take 2 jungle cock nails, which we're going to use as eyes on the small side. And I want to put them in so they're right straight with the hook shank. And just a whip finish. Okay. Toothbrush. Beautiful working fly for Atlantic salmon fishing on the Matapedia, Matan, York, Dartmouth, any place they like. Black and white combination is a place to fish this fly. And that's the silver bullet. There it is.